He didn't actually use it. He doesn't know how. Okay, so I don't actually have any emotes right now because it's being changed. But you can tell him, like, explain to him how to use your emote. So then he can, like, use his sub. Okay. The stairs are being special. Ah! You did it! Aw, GVM, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, so my new emote's gonna be Blush, but they're really slow on approving the emotes. So hopefully that will come through in the next couple days. It's been like 3 or 4 days since I submitted it, but sometimes it was taking up to 2 weeks, so I hope it won't take 2 weeks. Because when you only have like one emote for like most tiers, then it's hard to switch it over because then everyone has no emote. I actually have no clue what that emote even is. It's like an alien with a heart, I think. Oh, that explains why I don't know what it is. Because I'm not a pokey master. Yeah, it's better than my prefix, Ella. I got the glitch again. Okay. I did that during our race too, Ella. It hates me. Yellow 5, yeah. We only use the most artificial dyes here. You were learning how to use emotes. We were proud of you, GBM. I don't know that GBM will be able to see that one because he doesn't have FFC, probably. Yeah, most famous of dyes in Mountain Dew, exactly. Okay. I have to remember to make my highlight when I get back, but I ran against the side of the thing. Yellow number 5. Oh, maybe you do have FFC. That was the actual face I made when, like a new wrong warp showed up in Mickey Mania, and then somebody, like, clipped it. Yeah, when I used to wear headphones, so it was a while ago. I always felt okay making that an emote because it was like my legitimate emotion. Like I didn't take a picture of myself like pretending to be surprised. I actually was. Like, this is what I actually look like when I'm shocked. Ella, I don't get the reference, but I'm gonna guess Hunger Games? Just for fun? Alright. I was gonna say, I felt like that was faster than last time, and it was. You're gonna guess Mambo number 5? Oh! Yeah, I suppose. That would make sense. I forgot how to cat! You guys are all much better than I am. I remembered that. Like, I remember the song now, but I would never have guessed that. Wurzel. You are the one-hit wonder. Had to try twice on that one. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Every time they play it at like a basketball game. I've often thought like the best way to like get rich off of a one-hit wonder song would be to like write a song that would be a good song to be played at a sports ball event. Because it's like you guaranteed that it's gonna get played for years and years and years. It wouldn't let me switch. That was really weird. I don't know what I was doing wrong there. It was just like, nope. Didn't want to let me. Really? That's so funny. Pot, stars, moon, hat. You have to get in the way. What song, Wurzel? I'm sure that's one that I would recognize it if I heard it. I've heard of Blues Travelers, but I can't think of the name of the song. Or I can't think of how that song goes, I mean. I switched to someone different. Okay. Hopefully that won't mess me up next split. You sent me both links? Okay, thanks. Yeah, because now I'm entering as Ron. That might be bad. Although I have to be Harry, right? Yeah. So it won't hurt me this time. Give me that cake! Alright, Ella. Come on, I'm right in front of the door. He's gonna like hit me in the head with it. Not that that makes it any easier to pick up, because this is Lego. Have a good food. And also get some sleep at some point. So much spinning! I'm gonna wear out my Xbox controller. Okay, I finally figured out how to do this part, that first part fast. This part I'm still confused on because like it doesn't want to let you pick up this letter. There. See, like that time I was better, but it still didn't want to let me pick it up right away. I should just play as Snape because I think it's my only chance to play as Snape. Except it would waste time switching to him, but if it didn't, I would play as Snape just because I could. Don't eat while sleeping. Yeah, that's probably a bad call. Gain time, lose time. Arlenia, what have you been up to? I feel like I haven't talked to you as much recently, but I'm hoping that we can have a nice chat at SGDQ again. Because I was pretty sure you said you were going. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Probably meatballs. It's what I tend to eat nowadays when I don't have time to make anything or I'm lazy. More the lazy than have time. No, they're not too bad. And I've been trying to eat healthier, and like GBM has been like cutting back on carbs. So basically what that means is like we don't really have regular noodles anymore. So I just have the meatballs by themselves, which is probably healthier. Between doctor appointments and school related things. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm bad at skipping that cutscene. I don't know why. Yes, food. I'm hungry. Please feed the Ella. Why do these always have to go like so far away from wherever I need to put them in? There are red ones like a million miles away. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this one. Good, I guess. Yes, non-stop protein. Although the keto that GBM is doing is like more fat than protein, which is weird. But it's working for him, so that's awesome. It's just like all the things he likes to eat, he can still eat, so he likes that. For me, like all the things I like to eat are like carbs, sugar. So all the things he can't have are like all my favorites. But I've been doing pretty good. Like I've only had pizza once in the last like 3 weeks. and that was yesterday, and I just had one piece, so felt like that was pretty good. And then like spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite, and now I just have the meatballs without the spaghetti part. Yeah, totally. He's getting pretty lean. It's like a lot of our friends are trying to eat healthier. And I don't know if it's just because they're all like in their mid to late 30s, and so they're like, now or never. So I think spaghetti squash would be good, but I tried to make it once and I was really bad at making it. So that was kind of the downfall for me, was just that I was bad at, because it was like I baked it for like 300 years. Okay, it wasn't really that long, but it was a long time. And then like it just never like got done to the point where you're like supposed to be able to take your fork and like make it into spaghetti. Well, it went from like being hard to being like mush. So yeah. So after that I was like, I don't know how I feel about spaghetti squash. So maybe I have to like buy it already cut up or something. It's sad, but it really was like not an experience I wanted to duplicate. Just trying to make that spaghetti squash. Yeah, I mean that's all the right things to do as an adult. Now I'm gonna eat healthy. Great. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. It was fast until that last flower. What's up with you, flower? You're the worst. Move, Harry. Harry Potter, you're in the way again. Like you always are in this level. Always in the way. Yeah, exactly, Arlenia. And like, a lot of our friends were like, not like super overweight, but then some of them are like to the point where they're like, maybe it's a good idea. And one in particular, like, he ended up doing gastric bypass because he was like pretty, you know, pretty far gone, and so that worked well for him. So I'm glad, because I was concerned, like, it's such a scary thing to have a surgery like that, and then it's like if it doesn't work, then you're like, ugh. So I'm glad so far he's doing okay. But for me, like, I did my significant weight loss when I was in my early 20s. So for me, it's just been like trying to maintain, like, eat healthier, because I don't eat very well, and that's part of the thing. That was a good level. Look at that! I took Ella's advice! That's gonna be fast. Eating healthy is hard. For me, like, the hardest thing is, like, when I try to eat, like, really healthy, sometimes I don't, like, see or feel any difference from when I'm, like, not eating healthy. And so I think that makes it very like discouraging. So even like you know it's better for you, you're like, I don't really feel any better. I don't really look any better, you know. So you're like, what's the point of this? If it doesn't like change anything. I hate that. Okay, I guess I'm grabbing that one first. But like, one of the nice things about what GBM has been doing is he says he like, oh gosh, he says he like feels a lot better on his diet. So that's, I feel like that's a good thing, because it's like not only about like eating healthy and like being at a good weight, but also like feeling good too. But none of my changes in diet ever make me feel any different. I don't know. I'm just broken. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit the same way, Ella. Like, I'm definitely not as tall as you are, but it almost makes it like a little bit easier to carry your weight when you're taller too. Yeah, if you're on a permanent diet, that's really tough. You plan ahead and bulk and make something for breakfast. Yeah, breakfast is like everybody has their own challenges, because breakfast for me is like the easiest thing. Like, it's easy for me to eat something healthy for breakfast, and even lunch. The hard thing for me is like dinner and like when I'm out and about. That's hard too. Yeah. And see, like Ella and I weigh the same amount, and she's like 3 inches taller than me. And it just goes to show, like, everybody like carries their weight differently. Yeah. Eat all the cabbage you want. It's so good. You'll love it. I really feel like it's just RNG if you can grab these sandcastles sooner or later, and that was definitely a later. You're drought and famine resistance, yeah. Speaking of drought, maybe I should get the hydration bot. I should be drinking more water than I'm drinking. Okay, Ella. And you see, like, I don't really want to like be on a weird diet. I just want to like eat healthy, but I have a hard time with it. I just end up like falling back into the same things that I did before, or like I always do, where I just like eat bad foods but just in smaller and smaller amounts. I'm like, I should eat a vegetable, and then I just don't. Oh yeah, I see what Ella was saying. I got pushed all the way to the left there. I'm sorry. So maybe we can like collaborate, Wurzel. Like on Discord or something, just to like talk about what the commands were, because I can re-enter them in manually, but I have to remember what they all are, which is really hard. What am I missing? Oh, I shot that. That's what I was missing. I was just mad because I shot it already. That's gonna waste time. Okay, this should be a good spot. Ah, don't run down! What are you doing? Alright, that's still pretty fast. Like, Hermione's like, I'm gonna run away from where I'm supposed to be. Okay, that still got in there. That was really close. Oh, that's true. I suppose we could do that. Oh, why did you run over there? Okay, I'm not gonna try to do it, because I don't want to get run over. Let's just run after it. I was gonna say I'm gonna lose a bunch of time there. You split earlier than me? Oh. I mean, they should be... Oh, where am I going? They should be the same, right? Though, because, like, if you split early every time, then they, after the first one, they're gonna be the same. Now you follow me. Get out of the way. I just didn't want to pay for a P.O. box. I do love bakeries. This is true. This is a real thing. Now we're ready to have a party. Now that you've cleaned my apartment. Alright, I'm intentionally trying to stand in the way so she'll push me over. Oh, it didn't work. I got her to push me all the way to the handles one time, so I keep trying to figure that out. Get back over there. Where are you going? I just had to walk in a circle. It's really sad. We don't really have any bakeries in this town. There's like some really good ones that are like not too far of a drive, but for as large of a town we have, like we don't really have very good bakeries or like bakeries at all. Well, I don't think I shot the right thing. Dang it, this is gonna be slow. I can never shoot that. I don't know why. Yeah, that was gonna be slower than last time. That's alright. Walking out the door is hard. Ugh. Why? There we go. We're gonna lose so much time. I'm so mad that the fire thing didn't work. We're gonna lose our 6 seconds and probably then some. Get out of the way, Tonk. You're the worst. Why? Oh, it's stuck. Need a micro. No. Yeah, they have like special ones. You don't need a special one though, right? Can't you just use any one? I didn't buy an SD card for the Switch because I'm trying to buy all physical games. If they can be bought in physical copies, that's what I'm gonna do. That way, hopefully, I won't run out of space. I have the small hard drive Wii U, and so I just have like an external hard drive on it, but it's kind of a pain. No! Why? Why did you shoot me? It's like adding insult to injury. Oh, yeah. That would definitely be an issue. 20 gigs. I suppose that's not like too weird for a game nowadays, but still. Most of the stuff that I'll download will be indie titles, which will not be very big, so I don't really have to worry about that as much. Like I got Golf Story and SteamWorld Dig 2, I think are the two indie titles, the two download titles I have. So it's, yeah, both of those I think are probably pretty small. And then the two larger games would be Odyssey and Xenoblade, and I just got both of those physical copies, so I don't need to worry about it as much. I shudder to think of how much time I'm losing. I don't even want to look. A lot. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I mean, 7 seconds is a lot, but makes me think I probably have time saved there. I know I lost like 30 seconds in one level, but I don't remember which one it was of the run that I just did. It's a blur. Alright, I have to remember to shoot the table. At some point. Alright, that was good. So this is the cutscene I was talking about where you can walk into the fire. I think if you jump straight up and don't move to the side at all, it will aim better for that section. I just have to remember that. Because I don't like aiming because it takes a while when you shoot the chandelier there. Time to fight! More duels! Everyone's favorite. I don't think you have to press B to get into this duel because they're like, well, you have to do it. Like you don't need to do any of the other ones, but it's like it doesn't even give you the prompt. It's just like, you're fighting now. Guess what? Braun was kind of in the way there. It's alright. This one takes so long to fill up. I guess I need to fill up that whole tank. That's a lot. My title's still the same? Yeah, well that's probably to be expected. I'm racing an invisible Ella. I'm probably gonna win. Yeah. Does mod let you change that? I'm pretty sure I made you an editor at some point. I think you have to be a editor. I'm gonna try to win. Thank you. I appreciate it. I always forget about this level. At least I didn't lose any time. Whoa! You spelled Mary wrong in the previous split. Oh yeah, you did. I didn't even notice. There was another one that was spelled wrong, but I don't remember what it is. Well, they also, it actually might be called that though, because, no, that's not the one, never mind. I was like, maybe that's the one with the wedding and they're making some kind of pun, but I'm like, nope, it's not right. Trying to make excuses for Ella. It's okay. Wow, that's a long level too. It's a really long level. Well, you knew how to spell. Maybe someday you'll learn. Hooked on Pahanix, worked for me. I'm trying to remember who was in that SNL skit, the Hooked on Phonics SNL skit. Was it Eddie Murphy? I don't remember. Yeah, yes. My spelling skills. It's one of my superpowers. Spelling. I actually learned how to read from an early version of Hooked on Phonics called Play and Talk. And it was on a record. That's how old I am. I learned how to read from a record. Let me out! Let me out! Should do that after I build because this takes a second to come out. I always forget. Too much reading is the problem. Not enough social interaction. Ooh, that was early. This one's always so hard to shoot. I don't know why. That was really fast. I mean, for me, that was the fastest it's ever been. Dane cook. Really, I think the only reason I can spell is because I read so many books when I was a kid. It's now like when you see a word, it just like looks wrong. But like for a second language, like I would have no idea. Like if somebody spelled something wrong in Spanish, I would be like, who knows? Anyway, this is the one where apparently I have a bunch of time saved, so we're gonna try to do good for once. I love those Disney books on tapes. We had some records of those too, and then we had the tapes. Were those the ones that like you did a chime when you turned the page? Yeah, I love those. They're so good. I almost fell off. Blue, yellow, red, green. Oops. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people probably had them. I think they were the sort of thing where you like subscribe to them and they sent you like a new one every month. I was pretty little though, so I don't really remember. I feel like I could do these faster, probably. Like, we had the, I think we had the Fox and the Hound was one of them. We had, the one about the rabbit in the briar patch. I don't remember his name. Pete's Dragon, I know we had. We also had like a Disney sing-along one that was so great. It was like just classic like folk songs, but they were all like had Disney characters like in the book. I must have listened to that tape hundreds and hundreds of times growing up. It's really hard for me to stand on that button. I don't know why. So hard. Yeah, Jungle Book. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good books. I think that's why I like audiobooks so much now, because I listened to so many of those when I was a kid. It's like basically the same thing except for adults. Adult read-alongs. Alright, let's try to do good. I keep trying to figure out how I'm like losing time here, so I'm trying to like go as fast as I can just so I can figure it out. Avoiding getting hit by that guy is a good first step. Oh, not getting hit by that guy would be great too. Oh my gosh, Ginny, you're not doing your job. There you go. So weird and slow. One, because I didn't have my meat shield in Ginny, but then also like it just wouldn't fill up with water, I guess. Oh really? So it wasn't a real movie, it was just... I'm sure it was better than like normal schoolwork. You were still like, yay! Yeah, we saved like a whole bunch of time there. The 7 arrows. Oh no! Teacher. Because yeah, I listen to a ton of audiobooks now. I definitely listen to more audiobooks than I do like actually get to read books nowadays. But I feel like I'm still, you know, technically you're like taking in the book, so still counts. Like, I don't normally, like, read them while I work, because I miss too much stuff. But I, like, can when I'm, like, cleaning or something like that. Like, that's not too hard to do. Drinky, drinky! Now we can drink our water slash coconut juice. Excuse me. Yay ahead! We saved a bunch of time on year 6 and got a blue split, so that one might be better now. Maybe. No promises. I don't know. Did it run out? It's okay, I don't have an emote right now anyway, so. Please let me build this cloud. Thank you. This fire does not want to go out. I'm just gonna walk right up to that fire. That seems like a better call. It didn't flip like a crazy thing that time. Hooray! Okay, I'm gonna just walk right up to this one too, because that seems to be better. Here we go. Even though we're getting shot, at least we're actually putting out the fire at the same time. Uh-huh. Okay, I felt like that was okay. I mean, there was a couple times I got shot, so it could have been faster, but there's also no big snags. Beds are great. I like our bed well enough, but in hindsight, I wish we would have gotten a more firm one. Oh, I shot myself. Not ideal. Don't mess up? Okay. I'll try not to. Oh, nice. You're moving out in a couple months? That's awesome. Although I don't know what your parents will do without your cooking. I'm gonna have to take all the lessons that you've taught them. They're already panicking. No! Well, you know, they have to let you go at some point. Wow, that went really fast that time. I didn't even have to spin it hardly at all. Who will cook and do our tech support? Exactly. I didn't walk quite close enough that time. What should we do about this room that's raining? We're gonna grow a flower fan. Obviously, is the logical thing to do. Fast! Let me in! Let me in! Oh, I do have time save on this because I missed a cycle. I missed a cycle on this one. Or was it this one that I missed a cycle on? I thought I missed a cycle. Maybe Ella missed the cycle. I don't know. We'll wait and see, I guess. Why did you shoot me, Harry? Seriously, we're supposed to be friends. I'll shoot you back. You're like not helping at all. You're just standing in the way. I'll shoot you again. Don't soft like, don't miss the cycle. Okay. I feel like with Ron, playing with Ron, I have less of a chance to soft lock. Of course, now that I say that, it's probably a terrible idea. Like, I don't like dueling with Ron, but that yellow spell sometimes causes a bunch of issues. I have not, Arlenia, but I would like to someday. Like, Ella was talking about going to Disney World. I'm like, wouldn't that be sweet to, like, get a bunch of us together and go to, like, Disney World and Harry Potter World? Like, it's so expensive, but, like, it doesn't stop me from, like, dreaming about that. Like, I've been to Disney World a lot of times because my parents really like Disney World, so we went a bunch of times when I was growing up. But I've never been to Harry Potter World because that kind of like came about after the fact. Like, I think I've been to Florida like once since they started it. That's why you have credit cards. The best advice from Wurzel. I do know people. Oh, I forgot to switch. Dang it. This is going so well. Like, I do know people who like go on vacation with their credit card because they're like, well, our kids are only going to be insert age year for once, and we should go now. I just can't do it. I mean, I wouldn't be against going to Disney, but we'd have to like save up and like be able to afford it. Alright, we still save time even though we had a dueling issue. Dueling issue. Hey, I don't have any missed anything for splits. That's nice, Arlenia, so you get like a discount. The bench. Hello. I just love amusement park rides. They're great. I like all sorts of roller coasters and things. The only ones I don't really like is if like they happen to be claustrophobic or anything like that, then I don't like them so much, but that's like few and far between, I feel. Something about this isn't right. I have a really hard time hitting this. I'm like trying to stand in like different places where it might be easier to fill that up because it's like, I didn't know you could walk during that cutscene. That's fun. Chomp, chomp, chomp. You're in on all roller coasters? Yeah. I've never been to a park where there's been a roller coaster where I said no, I won't ride that. Like, I'll get nervous. Just slouch. Are you taller than 6'2"? That's really tall. My brother's 6'4", I guess. He's pretty tall too, but I guess I've never noticed him not being able to go on any rides. But I'm sure there's like an upper height limit so you don't bash your head on things. 6'5", wow. Yeah, we have one friend who's 6'9", and he's like the tallest person that I've ever like known as a friend and not just like met randomly. I think I'm gonna rename this split cake on a snake because that's just too good of a name. Remind me when this is done. Oh yeah, that'd be terrible. Don't do that. Hey Warjay, how's it going? Oh, did the stream go dead? No, it's not on my end. You're okay? That's good to hear. Sword and locket. I think I lost time on this split. Okay. I can still see you typing, but you probably can't hear me, so it doesn't matter. It's okay. It wouldn't have been the first time that the stream went down where it wasn't my fault. You can now, okay. That was a little slow and weird. Yeah, maybe Twitch is having problems. Wouldn't be the first time. They're still pretty great. Oh no! I didn't click it up there all the way. That's bad. I need to stop trying to save milliseconds when I'm this far ahead. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't want to let me grab the hammer. Like, seriously? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's nice to run something a little less demanding. Because the thing about like the Disney games is they're super fun and they're super short, but they're also like very demanding when it comes to like their movement and precision. So it's nice to run something a little bit longer, not so technical, I guess. Oh gosh, please shoot that. Okay. Didn't want to, I was too close, I think. It didn't want to target it. We're definitely losing time this split, unfortunately. Because last time I feel like this split was okay. I did it again when I switched the person too soon. It's messing up. No! Lose time to the slithering cabinet. Because it won't go. Alright. There's plenty of time to switch to Ron. I don't know why I need to switch to Ron so soon. Alright, we'll just try to do this as quickly as possible. Where is the last one? Oh, there he is. He's like, I'm a friend! That's not too bad. Why are you grabbing that? Like, that is a mystery. We'll just build this thing over here. What? Okay. Didn't want to build it. Oh my gosh, all our time. Yeah. I'm like waiting for the punchline. We have time save here. Turns out if you yell those that don't exist to get mad. Yeah. F26. Someone yelled bingo. No. Alright, we're just gonna focus for the rest of this level, for sure. No? Okay. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Alright, Ella! Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for racing. I really appreciate it. Ghost Beyonce. Have a good night. Hope you sleep well. So sometimes this like doesn't want to go back up. So you have to like, it's really annoying. I'm the wrong brother anyway, that's alright. He didn't want to shoot. Seems like I'm having more and more problems with like them not wanting to shoot at certain times, and I'm wondering if it's like controller related or if it's just like the game not wanting to like let you put inputs in at certain times. I think it's more likely that. Okay, I'll let you know if I PB again. Another 5 seconds. I don't remember which brother I'm supposed to be. Probably Cloak brother. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Except it kind of matters, because if that guy gets up front, then he kills both of you. Sometimes. Sometimes he can kill you with your cloak on, sometimes he can't. And it's like, really just depends. Very, very temperamental. I don't know what even shot there. Something. Hey, Beardsy. Nice to see you. How are you doing tonight? We are trying to hold on to PB for all of our might. Yeah, right now. I was gonna say right now it's not even shooting at all, but I'm not the right person, so that's probably why. I forgot about the bridge part. I thought I was here already. Yeah, it was like better 2 splits ago, but we'll take it. I'm not gonna complain about being ahead. I should be able to save time on this split, hopefully. What am I running against? Something invisible. Invisible walls are my favorite. They're not really my favorite. I'm lying. Take your time. Don't worry about me. Alright, yeah, we saved another 20 seconds. We have so much time to save. It's just like back and forth. Hey, my dear. There's no bot commands because they broke. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Get out of the way! Nope, I don't want to switch people. Alright, so there's a little bit of weirdness. I still feel like I can always do this level a little bit better. Yeah, Beardsy, I feel like year 7 is especially kind of a confusing couple of movies. So, it is hard to remember in your defense. Okay, so this and then switch twice. And then you're gonna have that. And then, oops. Switching too many times. There we go. Green, red, yellow, green, red, blue, yellow. It's really hard to see when everyone's standing in front of it. Okay. We might lose some time here. Yeah, and I felt like the, especially Year 7 Part 1, like, compared to the books, it didn't make a lot of sense. So maybe that was part of it too, because it's like, in the book, like, there was a lot of, like, mopey wandering around, but in the book, like, they kind of explained why, to some extent. And I don't know, in the movie it just seemed like they were like wandering around with their tent in the wilderness for so long, and they like didn't even explain why necessarily, so it was like, I don't know. At least after having read the book, because I basically read book 7, well, I reread the whole series and then I like watched the movies right afterwards because I'd been waiting to watch them until I finished the book, and it was like, this doesn't really like, I don't know, it just doesn't put it together quite as like, obviously, I don't know, like as well. Splitting the two movies was a bad move. Yeah, maybe there was just like it was a long book. I think Ella won, but she had a soft lock, and so it was like, so she cheated a little bit. I still think she probably would have won. I forgot to grab that almost. I don't know what it is about this level. I get very distracted. Like, technically, I think in a real race, if someone soft locks, you have to restart the level and do the whole thing over again. But it wasn't like a serious race, so it didn't really matter. Like, she obviously is gonna win any like straight up race because her PB is a lot better than mine. Like, every time I've won a race against her, it's been because of like weird Lego technicalities. Where it's just like, it broke! Again! It's a Lego game. Okay, we somehow saved a second. Hooray! We have some time save here because there was a little bit of weird flubs. You like the wandering around in the first Deathly Hallows movie? Well, there you go. Yeah, it was. Did anybody clip it? If not, I'm gonna go back and clip it afterwards. I think it's funny that it happened that once and then I didn't restart the game, and then it like hasn't happened again, thankfully. Probably. It's probably gonna happen again. Where am I walking to? Good question. And it's funny, I feel like I just watched all the Harry Potter movies again last year, but it was probably 2 years ago. I could probably do to watch them again and like be happily surprised. Anybody? Anybody can come help me with that at any point. Do. Achoo! Hey, Unknown Anime. Yeah, I don't get cable, or else I would. It's a good plan. I like the way you think. Green, red, blue, yellow. There's so many just like hands that come out of the wall in this part. It's very creepy. It's a long enough marathon without commercials? Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, that was okay. I feel like we probably could have saved like a second more, but it wasn't like a huge deal. Yeah, I think I've told the story on this channel before where it's like one of my favorite movies when I was younger was a movie called Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, which was a Disney movie with Angela Lansbury in it. And I watched it a bunch of times because we had like taped it off of TV, and I was like, oh, I should have the kids watch this movie because it was so good. And then like we watched the full version of it. It was just so long and like had all these unnecessary parts in it. And I'm like, here's one movie that like was vastly, oh gosh, was like vastly improved by having all this stuff cut out. The like made for TV version was so much better. Okay, we're gonna do this better. We had some problems with that part, but oops, I forgot to switch back! We could have had it. That guy's really hard to hit. Ah. Bah. Yeah. What'd you think of it, Mike? Did you like that movie? The TV version, like, there's this one part where they're like, they go to this place called Portobello Road and they're supposed to like be finding this book. Cause like they're like looking for this certain spell. And so like they go to this Portobello Road to find this spell book. And like in the made for TV version, it's like this quick little like nice musical number where they're looking for the book on Portobello Road, and like it's so long. It's like the longest. It's like the longest thing ever in the full version. It's like 20-minute musical numbers. Really? Did they was the first cut of Star Wars really rough or something? The Sopranos on Christian Network, all the episodes cut down. That's funny. What's shooting me? So much screaming! Don't shoot me! No, let me put in there. Stop shooting me. That level is in there because the people who made this game hate you. Just letting you know. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Like, pacing is important. Of course, when I was younger, I never saw the end of Star Wars. Because it was another movie we had taped off of TV, and the end of it was taped over by Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. So until I was like 18 years old, I realized I'd never seen the end of Star Wars because it ended as they were approaching the Death Star. So really, they could have cut that scene however they wanted. I wouldn't have known the difference. Yeah, for sure. Ice, they do. That, because yeah, it's too hard to get like everyone back together to shoot like extra stuff. Though I think they do it occasionally if they really have to, but I bet it's expensive. Probably makes the whole process a lot longer and stuff. I feel like that's a George sort of thing. Yeah, Beardsy. It's kind of sad. Like, I saw Star Wars when I was 18, and as I was watching the end, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen this part. How is that even possible? Because I was like a huge Star Wars fan. But like, we'd go to the library and get Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi, and we'd always fight because I liked Return of the Jedi and my brother liked Empire Strikes Back, and we would like take turns renting those. But we never rented the original because we already had like most of it. It's funny when you're a kid, it just doesn't matter as much. Like now it's like, yeah, I want to see the end of the movie. Obviously. I changed Luke into a cat and added, it really Jar Jar's the main character now. And more politics. Really? That's like my sister-in-law. I think she saw one of the newer ones now, but like when her and my brother got married, she had never seen Star Wars, which was kind of a big deal because my brother's even more of a Star Wars fan than I am. Or like was when he was a kid. We're saving 2 seconds at a time. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We can do much better at burning bridges or Feed and Fire Frenzy. We lost time in Feed and Fire Frenzy. Oh, well, that's fair. Like, if you don't grow up with movies, like, that was not the way my sister-in-law grew up. It was like nothing to do with that. She just, her family wasn't really into like sci-fi films and stuff. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. Oh, please. Yeah. A lot of the splits I like have forgotten to fix. Feed and Fire Frenzy. Oh, I messed up here too. Like I didn't build that all the way. So we can probably save some time on this split too. Maybe. We'll see. Let me through! Oh, come on. I was nowhere even near that goop. I'm gonna complain about that one. Yes, I have to change to Cake on a Snake. So remind me afterwards and I'll just fix. Mary spelled wrong, Fiendfire is spelled wrong, and we have to change that one to Cake on a Snake. So these are all very important. We cannot keep running this until we do this. Bow. Ah, it's burning me. How fun. I didn't mess up the bridge for once. Yay. Pick it up. Any day now. Get out of my way, Spidey! Spider's in the way. Okay. Hey, that was in a good rotation. Probably because the spider was, to be honest. I don't know why I find this tracing one so hard. Probably because, like, all the, like, scroll things are in the way. So you can't see what you're doing. Like the tally keeper of the dynamites, I mean, at the top. I'm so hungry, guys. I mean, it makes sense. It's probably past my dinner time. Please just go out. Thank you. I hate when this guy like stands in the way, because if you fall off you lose so much time, so you can't just like be risky there. So I was just talking about how I wanted to eat better. So I probably shouldn't have pizza for the second time in a weekend, even though the first time I only had one piece, so it wasn't too bad. And it was Kirkland thin crust pizza, so really, it wasn't even that bad for you. Okay, we're not gonna make the same mistake we always do by switching people too early. That's what we're not going to do this time. I'm telling myself that so I don't forget. There's no need to switch people right away. Red, green, yellow, or blue, yellow. I'm gonna wait till the door is firmly in the opening process. Plenty of time. Just fine. Put broccoli on it, yeah. Then it's healthy. No problem. Alright, will we have a good drill or a bad drill? Oh, it's a bad one. It's a real bad one. Okay. Could have been worse. Still, I don't have problems with the drill as often as Ella does. I don't know why. That was fast. Fast pliers, though. Slow drill, fast pliers. It's the name of my rock band that has a bunch of dentists in it. Fiendfire. Fiendfire Frenzy, as we call it. Pixel! I can't play with you right now. I was like, that's about as close as I'm gonna get. Didn't want to pick it up. Just nope. Moon, potion, hat, stars. And there's like so much invisible stuff there because that's the building, the place where you build. I actually really like pizza with like vegetables on it. Like the local place in town here has an amazing veggie pizza, but I never get it because like the other stuff is better, but it's still really good for a vegetable pizza. And like even like Tombstone veggie pizza is pretty good. I don't know, I'm a sucker for like, if you're talking about frozen pizzas, like I'm a sucker for Tombstone. I think it's partially nostalgic because it's what I ate a lot of growing up. But I don't know, it's pretty good. Maybe it'd be better to be Hermione the whole time, so you don't have to like switch. Alright, we'll try to have a good jump here so that we don't mess up. Oh, that was an amazing jump. Sweet! Sorry everybody, you got eaten by a fire dragon. Tony's for you. Yeah, I can't say that I remember ever having a Tony's. Hey, everyone's cooperating. What? That was super weird. I just like fell down there for no reason. Yeah, I can't say I remember having a Tony's. Like, there are some really cheap pizzas that I just can't stand at all. Oh, I don't know how that works, but okay. I'll take it. Okay, there was no way to save that. Sorry. I don't even buy them that often because, like I said, when I get a pizza, like normally I will just get like ones from Costco. And I don't like really buy frozen pizza that much anymore. I just got it so that we would have extra for the kids. Oh yeah, Mexican pizza. Now we're talking about pizza and I'm so hungry. Why? Don't do it. That broom was like, I'm gonna do it. Green, red, blue, yellow. Had to think about it. Okay, so we're gonna walk over this way. So yeah, that worked. If I stand over to the right, then other characters also don't like come and try to help. We want like less characters here, the better. The less brooms, the better. Okay, that's not too bad. Should have a clear path for this. I feel like that was fast. We had one little mix up earlier, but generally feel like that went pretty well. Yeah. I would say like 30-second time save well. But it was a lot of that was because the last split was bad. It wasn't because I had so much time save on that level. Like it was like for my blue split it was because the last one was bad. It was very fast, yes. I'm pleased with how that one turned out. Generally. You haven't had a Choco Taco in a while. Yeah, I should have had like that. I should have done something like that because I've had this new speed game. So obviously I've been like PBing more because it's like a new speed game. So obviously like it's easier to PB when you're doing something new. I would have been able to have a lot more ice cream, which is a goal of mine. So Arlinia, like if you don't get a PB, or if you get a PB and you don't have any Choco Tacos like around, do you have to like run out right away and get one? Like is it like what's the time frame? Like is there a rule? Probably do this so I don't mess it up. I'm being shot by someone. Oh, with this guy in the corner. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. Oh, nice. That's how you know he loves you. Choco Taco delivery service. Okay, you stay over here, Ron. Ron, stay over there. Okay, this should be good, because now Ron's over in the correct side of things. So hopefully he will not be dumb and come over here. Looks like he's going to. Yeah, he's coming up. I think the placement of like Ron and Hermione, like before you go up that little platform, is key. Okay, Hermione's here. Hopefully Ron is here too. Ron's the important one for this next part. I guess I shot that other thing too. I just shoot extra stuff for no reason. Oh, if he was sneaking, they hit the wall. Sometimes it happens. Uh-oh, I don't see any Ron. Okay, he's here. But, unfortunately, Hermione was kind of, like, stuck there, which is a bummer. Stop shooting me! Because usually I like switched to Hermione to like clear the spiders out, but she was in a loop where she couldn't. She's trapped by the guys and couldn't get out. So Arlinia, do you know there's a streamer whose name is Choco Taco? I didn't know if you were aware of that. He streams PUBG. Okay. And like, it's obviously based off of the food. Well, actually, I heard him tell the story of how he got the name, because it used to be something else when he was a kid, and then one time he was like, felt like changing it and was like eating a Choco Taco, so it was like pretty much that straightforward, like, this is how my name is now. Right, because a walk burns at least 5,000 calories per step. Yay, Ron's down here already, that's a good sign. Alright, this is going well. I haven't eaten a Choco Taco since we had one together, Arlinia. Arlinia was nice enough to give me one, and it was awesome. A name Nesty. They need to get that sponsorship. Like, that's the good stuff right there. Ah, we lost 5 seconds. Somewhere. I have no clue where we lost 5 seconds. Probably in the first part. Alright, I feel like the first part of this level went really well in my PB, and then the last part didn't go so well. So, possibly have some time saved. He's retired now. He should do speedrunning, because that's what Wilco did. Retired from StarCraft and now a speedrunner. This is not starting out well because we got shot already. Which means we're probably gonna get shot a few more times, yep. Quit shooting me. Oh my gosh. You're the worst. The worst! Quit shooting me! She got shot. He got shot. Everyone got shot except for that guy. Sometimes I feel like I just gotta clear the Death Eaters out, but it takes time, so it's like, you almost just have to risk it. Where's he going? You like speedrunners though you come from the StarCraft community? I mean, isn't that kind of the way it is already, Wurzel? Have you watched any League of Legends lately? They all have like, their shirts look like more like fishing shirts. Like fishing jerseys where it's like, oh my gosh, so many people shooting me. Not shoot me. Okay, that was not bad. Okay. That was kind of slow. Okay, duels on top of duels. Tattooed it? Oh my gosh. That's a commitment. On one season of The Amazing Race, they have these things called the fast forward, where if you do it, like one team can do it to get in like basically guaranteed first place for that section. and like one of them was they had to get a tattoo. I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, I just cannot imagine. Like, I've never gotten a tattoo, although like if I knew what I really wanted, I would consider it. But like, I can't imagine like getting a tattoo on the spur of the moment just because like you had to for a competition. Or like tattooing your sponsor on you, that's pretty crazy too. I mean, I wouldn't call myself like scared of commitment, but that's pretty long term. Bye, Warjay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess you can get it lasered off. Yeah, and they didn't win, so they didn't earn any money. And then one season, the fast forward was that they had to shave their heads because they were in India. And it was a husband and wife, and the wife had really, really long hair. And she did it. She decided to do it, so she shaved all her hair off. And but they did end up winning. So I'm like, well, at least it was worth it. You buy yourself a wig if you really want one. Okay. Hopefully we don't have scared Hermione. It doesn't look like we do because Ron's like giving a weird scared face. I didn't even see the question. If you have comments or concerns, you can always just ask me later when I can give you like more actual attention. So, yeah, I'm sorry if you feel like you've been timed out incorrectly, but generally my mods do a pretty good job of good judgment calls. I was really close to the fire, so that made me very nervous. Oh, it was a request to stream something. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really bother me too much, but generally it's like not great Twitch etiquette to ask that because some people get really mad. So just like, it's just good for you to know that in general, because I'd hate to have you like ask it in somebody's stream where they like get really mad and ban you, because people do. I feel like I used to have to wait forever, like, to switch back to Harry in between these duels, so I don't know what's different now. Maybe I'm, like, standing in a different spot, or maybe it's just that I'm Ron instead of Hermione sometimes. I don't know what's different, but it seems faster. Alright, we've completely even last split, but we saved another minute! Yay! Getting closer and closer to the second place. Yeah, because that was like